Hi, my name is Irene Jones, and I will be presenting information on how your company can manage and prevent fraud. Just a little introduction here. I do want to start off. You may believe that your employees are loyal and working for the benefit of the organization, and most of them probably are. There are still many reasons why your employees may commit fraud and several ways in which they might do it. As listed here, employee fraud is a significant problem faced by organization, no matter the type of size, location, or industry. Fraud can also come in many different forms. You have corruption is one. You have different financial statement fraud, and you have assets misappropriation. Every organization should have a plan in place, and preventing fraud is much easier than recovering the losses after fraud has been committed. It is vital to an organization, large, whether large or small, to have a fraud prevention plan in place. Um, this is a little lengthy, but just want to summarize it here. The Department of Justice, Office of the Inspector General Audit Division, um, offered these seven recommendations, right? These seven recommendations to help prevent fraud in this type of industry. The first one was to ensure that all federal agency update online and other available materials related to FBI's distress initiatives. The second one is to just simply revisit the results of Operation Stolen Dreams. This is to determine any action on the reported results if it's necessary. The third one here is to implement a methodology. In implementing this, it just helps to solidify and collect information before publicly reporting these results. The fourth one listed here is to revisit FBI existing guidance on initiating a fraud undercover operation and just simply ensure that training reaches all levels of the investigation personnel. The fifth one listed here is to direct all U.S. attorneys' offices to periodically assess any monetary threshold applied to mortgage fraud. The sixth recommendation listed here is to develop a method to capture additional data that will allow DOJ to better understand the results of the efforts in investigating and prosecuting mortgage fraud. And finally, here is to develop data collection procedures to identify mortgage fraud criminal and civil enforcement. Um, in this slide, in addition to those recommendations, I would like to just add four strategies that you can follow to prevent fraud. The first one listed here: know your employees. Fraud predators often display behavioral traits that can indicate their intentions to commit fraud. While observing and listening to employees can help you identify potential fraud risks, it is important for management to be involved with their employees and take time to get to know them. Often, an attitude change can clue you into a risk. The second one listed here is to make employees aware / set up reporting systems. Awareness affects all employees, right? Everyone within the organization should be aware of the fraud risk policy, including types of fraud and the consequences associated with them. Third one listed here: hire experts, right? You have different certified fraud examiners, certified public accountants, CPAs who are certified in financial forensics. They can help you in establishing anti-fraud policies and procedures. These professionals can provide a wide range of services from complete internal control audits and different forensic analysis to general and basic consultants. The last one listed here, um, live the corporate culture. A positive work environment can prevent employee fraud and theft. There should be a clear organizational structure, written policy and procedures, and fair employment practices. An open door policy can also provide a great fraud prevention system, as it gives employees open lines of communication with management. Um, in closing, I would just like to provide reasons why mortgage fraud mediation matters. Um, um, this subject has always mattered, but today it matters more than ever before. As the industry continues to recover, it is more important than ever to remember that mortgage fraud was at the heart of the meltdown and keeping it in the forefront of our efforts as an industry. This is something that was noted in the article. The increasing importance of mediation derives from its growing scale and its widening global reach, but also from a number of new dynamics. Mortgage fraud cases are usually documented intensive, and for the most part, it can be very complicated. It is very important to have a fraud invention plan, as I mentioned, in order to prevent these certain things from happening. Thank you for reviewing my presentation, and I hope that this was helpful.